Today on the Topic Show, Ben Shapiro calls out Social Security for being defunct and goes viral saying no one should retire. Hazelwood School goes viral for a mob attack against a student who beats another student into the pavement. Biden and Trump on Social Security. Vivek on Biden's classified documents mishandling. Babies Are Us gear to be in Kohl's soon. Trader Joe's mini tote goes viral. And Boeing loses a substantial order to their competitor Airbus. All of that and much more on the Topping Show. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. I say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's a joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you can reach the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you could click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Babies Are Us gear to be in Kohl's. Though, don't get your hopes up. It's not the old one that you may have known and loved throughout all those years ago. Incidentally enough, if you have a Babies Are Us sign, I would be interested in procuring and obviously paying a finder's fee. I have the fun, if you're watching or just listening rather, I do have a fun Toys R Us sign behind me on the wall of defunct businesses. But yeah, Babies Are Us, let's just say it's not the one that was, is actually owned by Toys R Us, our headquartered over in New Jersey. This is, again, they went bankrupt, the intellectual property, and now the assets were purchased by another party. Now, in this case, it looks like some of their branded gear, and again, that their remaining assets were bought out by WHP Global, which is a brand management firm that now owns the brand Babies Are Us. Which, talk about bad marketing, WHP Global. I'm sure it stands for something really cool, but probably not. But that is the holding company's name. Now, it looks like specifically Kohl's said they will add Babies Are Us shops to approximately 200 of its stores across the United States this fall. And it looks like Kohl's is trying to add more merchandise to try to attract foot traffic and younger shoppers. And not a terrible idea. Nostalgia does sell, and truth be told, baby gear is usually a good thing in terms of retail because, again, babies are always growing. They always have to buy new clothing. Well, for more financially prudent, perhaps maybe just go to Goodwill or somewhere, since the clothing will only fit for a New York minute. But nevertheless, it is the cyclical rate of buying those items is pretty high. You're going to go there again and again and again. As opposed to if you just go to Kohl's for like adult clothes, I mean, shoot, I've had this suit last, 6+ years. And as we all know, men should always suit up and suits always look best. But you really don't need more than one, maybe two if you feel luxurious throughout your lifetime. Because if you treat it well, it'll last a fair amount of time. Now, it looks like specifically the retail struck a licensing deal with WH Global, a brand management firm. It looks like they also own Bonobos, Joe's Jeans, and Anne Klein. No idea who those are. Or do I? Pun, maybe. Now, they note that Kohl's said the first Baby Are Us shops will open in August to expand to more stores in the fall. The shops will range 750 to 2,500 square feet. So it will apparently be more than just the little accoutrements and Babies Are Us swag and gear with their logos slapped on it. So apparently it's going to actually be a store within a store. They also note that they'll add more brands and merchandise to Kohl's Babies category. The new shops will be set up next to the Baby merchandise and the retailer already carries, including the cliche items such as from Graco, Carter's, as well as Fisher Price, which perhaps is one of the best well-known children's toy companies out there. Now, it'll be interesting to see how this works out because, again, the U.S. birth rate is actually declining these days, so that's probably another concern long-term wise. And, yeah, it looks like this is all part of the, let's see here. CEO thinks it's going to be a brilliant idea. Again, the intellectual property is worth something. I mean, there is some nostalgia there. A lot of people love the Babies Are Us stores. And they claim they'll maybe increase their store sales by a couple percentage points. Let me know in the comments, when's the last time do you have a positive memory of Babies Are Us? Is that enough to get you to go to a brick and mortar store when, again, such an overwhelming amount of retail sales are all online with e-commerce? As always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Also, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.